before.
But yeah, I don't see the difference between Mexican Coke and regular Coke. I want to know the difference, but I'd have to drink 2 whole bottles of Coke. I'm not trying to get the beatus. I'm already fat enough as is.
You don't need the whole run. I don't need the whole game. I just wanted to know what rank she was at.
Okay, I guess we're hanging out with Shin, huh?
Yeah, man.
Never mind.
Proper social. Proper persona.
Oh, never mind.
I still want this fucking plush.
Just get it custom made at an Etsy store, easy.
So you complete over half the social links. I wonder for you. Well then, please take this. Commitment to your social links. Gain commitment to your world. The first seeing your world. Receive metal bat. The Ichiban now?
Does this have electricity?
Which ironically is apparently not that helpful against the final boss of Yakuza 7.
Yep, that's only because the bat itself does blunt damage when she blocks.
It's because the bat ain't named Lucille.
Makes perfect sense.
But that reminds me, the duality of man. There are people who freaking defend the.
See, I want it.
The fact that there are people who defend the fact that the final boss of Yakuza 7 sucks, and it's like a completely one-sided as all hell. But and they said people defend it saying, but it makes sense in the story why it's one-sided. But then they won't defend the difficulty spikes chapters 12 and 14, even with the same argument of, well, technically in the story it makes sense, because it's a BS excuse.
Yeah.
You started training with Chie.
I only had trouble with chapter 14.
Good for you. The movie I watched the other day, the guy knocked down a tree using only his leg. How's someone kick that hard? Just practice? It's Takeshi again.
Oh.
We robbed again? No. Took off right after that, right? So I thought I'd apologize. Why don't you be a man and admit you ran away? What? Were you this anal before? This is a sunny attitude. You won't have anything left. Shut up. Speaking of which, what's up with Yukiko? I saw her with you the other day. She seemed really cheerful. She had this funky laugh, you know. Funky laugh, that's how she really is. Aired off on her, huh? I can't believe it. I thought Yukiko, she was You sound like the Risei fan base.
What?
Kenny broke for a second there.
That's not Yukiko, she was better gloomy. Just like a Risei fan. That's not a joke. There are people who preferred Risei when she was working at her grandma's tofu shop, The Press. There were people who liked Risei when she was The Press, which is effed up. Look, if you get into trouble again, I'll step in and help. Oh, thanks. So why don't you shut your mouth about Yukiko? You don't know anything about her. She's a good person, got it? Well, what the hell? Oh, there you go.
Man, it just kind of happened.
I just remembered. Way back, I saw Yukiko sitting by the road holding a dog. I asked her what's up. She said she ran away from home. She picked up the dog, but her parents told her she couldn't have a pet. That she had to get rid of it. She looked like she was dead or something. I tried everything I could think of to make her laugh. That's how we became friends. For that moment, I told myself I'd protect Yukiko. Somewhere along the way, I messed up and that child popped up. Because I thought trying to figure out what's good about me. I swore to quit being nothing but the girl you can rely on. So I just tried my best. I find the culprit and stuff, just generally being more reliable. That's all. I think I missed the point. Thanks, you're too kind. Maybe half, Steph. There is anyone out there who can say, this is what makes me worthwhile. I guess anyone's looking for it. I don't know, I mean, Devil May Cry 3 Dante did a pretty good job, but I'm saying absolutely crazy about it. Is what I live for, I'm absolutely crazy about it. You know, until later games, where dude does not look very chippy. The dog you could picked up, it's got really fat in my place. Come by and see it sometimes. It smells, but it's cute. Maybe I'll walk it over to your house.
See you later.
Yeah, like, you've been stuck in the fridge up a lot lately. You trying to tell me something? Who's ready to make more food?
Easy, chef.
Surprisingly, it agrees to make pork kakuni.
Pork what?
Or kakuni.
You put pork, ginger, and water in a pot. What flavor should you add?
You got me, fam. This is one of those Japan foods.
Maybe some made the pork too salty. Give me some fish fate. Apparently you're supposed to put sugar in it. Okay. I was thinking, why would you put sugar? Oh, I just read the answer. That's pretty like it should be. Made the soy sauce too early and the taste is weak. What do you want from me, game?
What is Myron?
After grains boil, you add the rest. Obtain tender pork. Great, since we just hung out with Chie, we gotta shove it down Chie's gold again so we get the next social link. First class. Everyone's page 214. Please, that page covers human bodily functions, starting with the eyes. I'm sure you all know the mucous membrane of the eye is picked up by tears. But you know that tears taste different depending on the situation? Tears of regret are salty, sad tears are watery, depending on the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems. I wonder which kind of tears all of you would shed.
Oh, my audio broke for a sec.
That bitch is weird.
She's trying to be a pedo, but no boy ever goes for it.
You ever come on so fucking ham-fisted that not even the thirstiest motherfucker would go for you?
Yeah, mind you that she also got angry at people for liking Rise and called Rise nothing but jailbait.
Bro, it's like being in a desert, finding an oasis, and be like, nah,
Delicious.
it's too salty.
Who are we gonna hang out with on this Monday? Wait, this sun's social link. Oh god, I'm looking. Oh god, I'm staring at her model dead in the eyes. Oh god, I don't like
hate
it.
Chief.
I'm staring at her model dead in the eyes. This is a mistake. It's sucking me in.
She's so wide-eyed.
I'm in the artwork. I'm in the model.
I'm looking at the model too, K. That's what I'm talking about.
It's so weird.
Her eyes are gonna like float off the side of her face.
Also, Christian, you stop quoting that video.
Nope.
You keep quoting that video. You like girls that blush. I mean, I like girls that blush too. It's pretty cute. But this one, I don't know about that one, Chief.
Because it's true.
You feed your chump with passion. She's like 1 year younger than you.
Dude, I knew several boys in elementary school, back when I was in elementary school, that looked exactly like this. They were all the type of kid who would be like, teacher, you forgot to take the homework.
Oh.
Please stop.
Yeah, they were all that kid. It's the bowl cut. It has to be.
Weren't we supposed to have a quiz today?
You know what would be nice to the teacher? If rather than actually doing the thing they forgot, they rewarded the kid for paying attention by actually not doing it. You know, just so the kid doesn't get beat up the second they take a step out the room.
When I was in middle school, we used to jump kids who did snaking in Mario Kart DS. I don't even want to know what would happen if we. I don't even want to know what would happen to the kid that fucking called out the homework.
What the hell?
Listen, Mario Kart DS was serious. I don't care if you wanted to play as Shy Guys and we only had 4 cups.
If there were anyone around so you can relax while I play.
It was real serious business.
Searching out here as a store. So I thought
We used to
Just start
actually
being more
jump
selfish.
motherfuckers for snaking.
Oh my god. Fuck.
Persona, bringing out the most interesting stories in all of us.
It's funny 'cause I think I told Katie this story before.
I don't remember this whatsoever.
Middle school was fucked up.
As long as I remember, I never expressed my
Especially
opinion.
if you
Other
think
people just
about it,
blow
like,
up beside me.
It's so minor. It's such a non-offense, but we was jumping motherfuckers.
I was trying to protect myself from conflicts by just avoiding them. Sometimes arguing about something and talking through it is what makes a relationship stronger, I think. I find starting to see that.
Well, no, that's not true.
I know that all along, but I was too scared to admit it. I was afraid of speaking my mind and getting shot down. I didn't want anyone to hate
That's
me.
why I thought I could avoid getting hurt by just going with the flow. It was the easiest way out.
Then you came along and made me realize I was pretending not to see what I was doing. But keeping a lot of unpleasant emotions buried inside. In fact, the real me can be pretty selfish. People don't notice me, but I never made the first move. Selfish, right? That's me. That's why when I think about the other day, and I throw away everything he did for me, I feel guilty. You helped me do a lot of things. I could have done it on my own. I pushed myself past my limits, and on top of that, I got to hang out with someone I really care about. It was supporting and made me look myself in the eye. I never could have done that alone. You helped me hear my own voice.
So from now on, I'm not gonna pretend that I don't care what happens anymore.
Sweet jeez, they got a lot of budget for you. They got a lot of budget for this one over here. Let my parents say what I think, and
I
I can.
just see the fucking bowl cut and it irks me.
That's towards the bad side, and that's that. I want to get what I want in life, I'm gonna speak my mind. I owe it to you. Thank you. And this is only the gates.
Don't you look at me like that, Todd.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. That was a question. I tell you about how Sean Murray from No Man's Sky won the award again, got an award, right, for getting on the Game Awards.
Yeah.
The dude had to pretend he wasn't drunk. the dude didn't think he would win, so he just started drinking. And when they say like the No Man's Sky, and they cut to Sean Murray, you can see him slowly put down a bottle of alcohol and try to convince you he's not drunk. Like someone actually asked him that, and he just put a tweet saying nods, like, yes, I got drunk, I didn't think I'd win. So I just sat there and drank.
He was drinking out of shame and then it turned into a party.
Just the awkwardness of slowly putting the drink down and going, ah, fuck, I actually got to give a speech?
Don't make me get up there. I don't know if I'll make it.
No, it was you have a video call.
Oh.
That's why he was able to drink, because he was at home. Reveal your feelings for her.
Quick, change the subject.
Jesus Christ.
You change the subject and relieve the tension. Never mind. I better go home. So goodbye.
Goodbye.
Why was
Fucking yikes.
Why was it phrased as reveal your true feelings?
You know why, Kenny.
But why phrase it like that?
When did a picture of the Bible get put into the chat?
I put it a while ago.
There's a piece of shortcake covered with a huge blob of whipped cream. Christian, shortcake with a huge blob of whipped cream.
Hell yeah!
Christian loves shortcake confirmed. You savor the sweetness and feel happy. Your clothes feel a little tighter, however.
What was in that shortcake?
Jesus, what the...
Shortcake, not wide cake.
You see, what's in the shortcake was a whole lot of sugar.
Nah, it's fine. We do basketball, so.
Not anymore.
Basketball
Not anymore. We ranked 10 then. Remember? No more basketball for us.
That's fine. Fighting demons will help. What do you mean you ran out of paper? There's paper all over the fucking desk.
Nah, paper's hard to come by.
Actually, no, it's actually because it's the idea that you were tired. Look at the colors. So it's like either rest your eyes or use dull colors. Does it feel does it feel great to sweat? I definitely do. Remember, they should always drink water afterwards. If you can drink 2.5 liters of water every day. Why 2.5 liters, you ask? Well, I'll tell you. That's how much water you lose on a daily average. I choose you. How much of those 2.5 liters of water do you think you lose by sweating? On average, of course.
You got me, fam.
It's obvious.
Like 0.
Ask Andy, he knows about the sweat.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I've never sweated in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not.
Is that too harsh? To be honest, that probably give me a headache too. About 1.5 liters leave your body through waste.
Wow!
1.5 liters
I
through
should
sweating.
have opened my fucking mouth.
0.5 from sweat.
I think I said that.
Yes, you did. And I didn't trust you. Did I impress you? 1.5 liters of water leave your body through waste. Proves around this through breathing, 2.5 from sweat. So you lose water for just being alive. So that's why it's important to drink it. It's recommended you drink water after you exercise. Well, that's it. Dismissed for today. You're dismissed.
I feel like you guys should listen to me more. I'm apparently fucking omniscient.
That scared me.
Didn't even mean to burp.
Phil has entered the chat.
Is it the good Phil or the bad Phil?
It's
You
Phil.
know which Phil.
Yes, but is it good Phil or bad Phil? Is it the Phil that I can actually make good points, or the Phil that freaking makes a fool of himself?
You know,
Phil
good old
himself.
Phil.
That's a tootin'.
Oh, that was an event. Nothing but misery. Is it time to make more birds?
Hey, boy. Midterms starting on Friday next week. Are you guys studying hard or hardly studying? Must mean it's really autumn now. Yes, a season of classic love. Imagine a couple walking down a road, lined with trees, their hands joined, their lips come together. I better stop. Speaking of trees, ginkgo trees are stinky. You guys know how hard it is to clean up around them? Oh yeah, anyone have an idea why ginkgo trees' leaves turn from green to yellow? I feel bad picking on Yukiko. So Yosuke, why does he feel bad picking on me? Any ideas, you? Christian, you want to be like a disco genius?
Nah, no, sorry, I don't know shit about trees.
Of course it ages. Of course it's age. Of course it's age. Everything's ages.
I guess it makes sense. Trees bloom in spring and then 2 seasons later.
They start with green and yellow, but when you're actually seeing them, their original colors, so the color change in maple leaves is very different process. That's more of a Kashiwagi. That's more Kashiwagi's field.
I don't know what that implies. That's the scary part.
So color makes autumn more beautiful. That's pretty crazy. Thanks, you. You're welcome. I'll never do your social link. You will stay there like Ring 2. Who's ready to hang out? It's a Wednesday and it's raining.
I ate too much pizza. I got heartburn.
Just came out of nowhere. Christian ate pizza. It hurt itself from its confusion.
I think I ate too much in general earlier, and I ended up like the iguana.
What were y'all doing?
Jesus Christ, know your limit, guys.
Sometimes you can't back down.
Yes, you can!
And he's talking like he's fighting somebody.
I mean, to be fair, in my case, I only ate like twice today, so I was pretty hungry. But maybe eating half a pizza by myself wasn't my best decision.
Was it large or medium?
It was large.
Like, you're a real idiot.
Again, I haven't eaten shit like all day, so.
Was it a good brand though?
Yeah, was it good pizza or not, or freaking different kind of brand? It was one
It
of
was
the
Caesar's.
Domino's.
Huh?
What kind of brand was it? Was it the good stuff or the
And now the weather.
not good stuff?
The weekend
I don't
ended on
know.
a wet note as rain clouds
What do you mean
moved
you
into
don't
the
know?
area.
Look at the box.
Food box out, Kenny.
Christian and I ordered a pizza they ordered earlier in the day.
As a result,
I mean, I always
a
throw the
thick
box
fog
out
is
early.
expected to form in the Inaba region later
Why?
tonight.
So I can put it in a container.
The box is the container. Just put the box in the fridge.
Box too big.
What, the fridge too small?
More like too much shit in the fridge.
Doesn't matter. You always make room for the pizza box.
Easy,
I don't
just
feel
eat
like
the fridge
playing
out the
fucking
window.
Tetris. I hate playing fridge Tetris because then the fridge starts attacking me.
Oh fuck.
just like one of them fight gazebos.
Oh, who died now?
I mean, if we mess up, we actually do get a freaking game. Not game over, but Igor sends us back in time. Cause he can do that apparently. Hey, look, Martha's not dead.
Are you feeling better now? Yes, thanks to all of you. I'd like to thank you once again for what happened.
I was kind of enjoying when there was no plot.
For once, Christian was enjoying social linking.
I mean, we spent like most of the time fucking goofing off, so.
Oh my god, Christian was actually enjoying the social linking, not dreading it like normal.
Don't mention it. But hey, your uniform.
Huh? Ah, yes. After contemplating the matter, I went with what I've been wearing thus far. There's no need for you to...
Okay, Alice, then want to make a new model.
Hey, it's the Detective Prince. That's no prince. I heard he's a she.
Why don't you say it like that too? Why don't you say it like that right next to the person in question?
Dude, his voice reminds me of that one scene from SpongeBob. It was like, 25.
Huh? You serious? If he's a she, then... oh, crap!
What the fuck?
Kinda disappointed. But then again, there's something neat about it.
Here we go.
Yeah, if you look at it a certain way, doesn't she seem pretty cool?
Huh?
My, rumors spread so quickly. Thank you. But it doesn't bother me at all. There's no need to worry on my behalf. So Please treat me as you did before.
What was that?
Huh?
What was that?
That
What?
aside, I'd
Did
like
you
to
hear
discuss
that?
the case with you
No.
all.
I did.
We're dealing
Or
with a
Monlo
kidnap
eating
and
his
murder
mic.
case perpetrated by someone working in this
Something.
very town. And it isn't over yet.
When I scratched my fucking beard?
I guess that's what it
Let's
was.
go over the finer points after school.
Unwanted beer ASMR. Courtesy of Armando. It sounded like someone eating ice.
First, I
You
heard the
guys.
doorbell ring. But when I opened the front door, I saw no one there. Just as alarm bells sounded in my mind, someone grabbed me roughly from behind and covered my mouth with something. Immediately afterward, I was put into something like a sack and most likely carried on the culprit's shoulder.
Wow, how could you remember all that?
The culprit seems to have used a chemical to incapacitate me, but luckily I wasn't completely unconscious. I had been expecting a trick along those lines, so I was somewhat prepared.
You're prepared? Splendid. Where's the camera footage? You did put up a camera, right?
And of course, I was desperate to gather as much information as I could.
What is that yellow line on Teddy's head?
Splendid. Now, where's the camera footage?
It's a zipper.
No wonder you're an ace detective.
Armando, the zipper goes around his neck.
Oh, that's the
second
wrap
zipper.
thing, but it's not aligned properly. Well, textured properly.
That ain't something to be proud of. You are too damn calm about all this.
Judging by their actions and body type, I'd say the culprit is definitely a man.
Great, but where's the video footage?
I heard no conversations or voices, so I believe he is acting alone.
See, going over what you saw and heard, how about you go over what you recorded?
It's after that that things get murky.
There was no recording.
It's alright, but just check the recordings.
I felt a single impact, which I assume is when I was thrown inside the TV.
Alright, very helpful, but where's the video evidence?
But the time from kidnapping to that point seemed too short. It was a matter of minutes.
Well, doesn't matter what it seems, we can find the facts in the videotape.
So you were immediately thrown inside the TV after being kidnapped. Oh, could there have been a TV on the side of the road?
Regrettably, my memory from there on is a blur.
I see.
Memory's fine. Let's just review videotapes.
Man, the killer came
No
right up to
videotape,
the door
Kenny.
and rang the bell? That's just crazy.
There has to be a videotape. Not until it's supposed to be a genius detective. She want to do something as stupid as use herself as bait and not have any way to record the internet whatsoever. Am I right? Seeing as she lives in a big fancy mansion.
I finally understand why you all testified that you couldn't recall much of what happened. Such a bizarre experience with mental and physical fatigue on top of it. It's only natural to be confused. And going by the surrounding circumstances, my kidnapping and everyone else's were near identical.
Which one of y'all's playing fighting games?
What?
I hear the clocking of someone trying to play a fighting game. Andy's not playing GTA 5 right now.
What?
I do not have
fighting
any
games.
controls near me.
Andy?
There is no question that the
I'm not
culprit
playing
is
a
the
fighting
same in
game,
each
man.
case.
So that
chillin'.
Mitsuo boy who said he killed King Moron?
Everything makes sense now. I can't say for sure until I gather more concrete evidence. But Mitsuo Kubo's only victim was Mr. Muraoka. It was a
Just looking at
copycat
stuff on my
killing
3
that mimicked
monitors.
the true culprit's method.
Why
No wonder
3?
King Moron's death broke the pattern in so many
Mr.
ways.
fucking Flex over here.
The question remains, though, as to how Kubo learned of that world.
If you said 4, I would have said you were a VTuber.
That's it! That's what was bothering me.
5 widescreen fucking curved monitors.
No, you
Mitsuo
get
could
4.
enter the
No, you get
TV,
4
right?
TVs.
Then why didn't
Before
he
you
kill
get
King
4
Moron that
monitors,
way?
but you sit in a tiny room to where you have to put your mouse on your PC.
I believe he didn't understand.
I don't know.
the
Do you
world
guys
as
keep
well
your
as
old
the true
monitors
culprit.
or
No.
no?
Regrettably.
Andy, my old monitor used VGA.
Oh, I remember that.
I have a VGA monitor.
I had to use a VGA to HDMI converter and it was a pain in the butt. Meanwhile, I had one cousin going, let me get this straight, you got a gaming PC, but use a VGA monitor. Your computer's crying right now before you're doing to it.
I have a freaking Windows Vista from 2006.
Screen tearing, boys, screen tearing.
Even though I can now
Great
enter it
times.
myself, it wouldn't occur to me to use it for murder. And remember, the previous corpses left no sign that their deaths had anything to do with the other world. After Kubo became wanted, leaving him with nowhere to run, he probably thought for the first time, what if I put my entire body into the TV? The bizarre condition of the corpses that caused such commotion is probably because they died on the other side. It's a simpler explanation than figuring out why the killer would risk disposing of the bodies in such a way.
So what do you guys think the shadows actually do to people, considering it leaves no visible method of death on them?
Heart explosion.
Heart explosion.
And apparently when the shadows kill you, it apparently kills in a way that apparently freaking man-made methods can't detect.
Which means their inexplicable condition of being hung on a foggy
Literally
day
eats your life
wasn't
force.
due to the culprit making a statement. Much of our speculation could be tested if we could ask Kubo in person. However, I've unfortunately been taken off the investigation, and I highly doubt that the police will believe any of this.
Sure they will. We've got to stick our hand to a TV. It's simple. And you can show them the tape that you recorded of the culprit freaking kidnapping you, right?
Once you've said something on TV, it's not easy to admit you were wrong.
I believe the primary cause of my dismissal was because I raised that possibility to them. The police won't readily concede that they made false charges. All the more so if the accused is a juvenile. In fact, the overwhelming sentiment with the police force is to end this case with his arrest.
Even if it's possible there's another killer?
Those dickheads. I had a feeling that would be the case. Not that I trusted him in the first place.
But, Naoto, if you were that calm when it happened to you, couldn't you have, you know... I'm not saying you should have caught him, but isn't it kind of sad for an ace detective to go down that easily?
Not someone's a gun, by the way.
To tell you the truth, I was really scared. I'm sorry.
It can't be helped. None of us could resist the culprit either. Don't forget, Naoto-kun is younger than us, and she's a girl.
Yeah, but she's younger than us and a girl with a gun.
Who's also an ace detective.
Could have been like, time for the turbo mat freeze. Oh no, I picked the wrong house to rob.
You picked the wrong house, fool!
Oh yeah, that's true. I keep forgetting when I see her talking like this. You know, Naoto?
What is it?
You got balls. For a girl.
Oh, Yosuke.
People
I like how
this.
Kenny's just
People-
frozen
people-
on the screen.
People like this guy. This is their definition of a best bro.
Come on, man. You telling me you never said to a woman she got
I
balls?
have no doubt that the culprit will continue with his attacks.
The issue is the fact they said that she's got balls. The issue is the fact they said she's got balls. For a girl. And it's like, really, dude? Really?
We can only
You're a
watch
girl,
and
you
wait
can't
for
have
them to make the
balls.
next move.
Once again, that's not the issue here, but
But
okay.
this is no
I keep telling
longer a
yourselves
mere
that.
job for someone else's
No,
plan.
I know what the point you're
I
trying to
want
make
know
here,
the
Kenny. I'm
truth
just
of why
fucking
we were
around.
targeted. Please allow me to join your effort.
Oh boy, new party member.
A party member is not
It was
exactly
very
that
rude of me
useful
to
for
put
Vanilla.
pressure on you every time we met.
Oh.
And for
You
that
can
I
make
ask
her
for your
useful, but
forgiveness.
that requires putting an effort.
You all know you can't do that.
And if you're playing Golden, then congrats. Naoto's busted.
If you allow me to cooperate with you,
Atlas
all,
did this
I
thing
vow
called
not to be a burden.
overcompensated.
I have no idea what you're talking
Oh,
about,
let her
Kenny.
join. She's a good detective.
For context, Naruto's main skills are AOE skills. More specifically, both versions of Instant Death and Almighty, along with one physical AOE. The problem is the instant deaths aren't good for bosses, and everything else costs way too much to actually be that useful on bosses unless you have like, something to recover her SP. In Golden, they basically gave her one of every element.
Wow.
They overcompensated.
We don't have that many smart people. And besides, I want to know what the deal is with her and Kanji.
Well, why bring me into this all of a sudden? What the hell do you mean? There's nothing.
Was that moment Rise went, yo, I want to see them bang. They effing it, I want to watch. Says Rise.
I look forward to working with
Rise
you.
would be into something like that.
Alright, so it's a difference to note. In the anime, when Narukami gets turned old along with Teddy and Yosuke, Rise says, wow, Senpai's still hot while even at that age. She's also into Gills confirmed. Yeah, strong essence, solving the case.
Since I'm the king of the geniuses, I knew it would work out this way. Ta-da! Now Chan's glasses.
Thank you.
Alright, the glasses.
They told me about you, Teddy. I can sympathize with your drive to find yourself. If I may help in any way, let me know.
Wow, what a nice girl.
I have to know at this moment, Teddy has still yet to actually accept his shadow. Alright, where's the next move? Teddy has yet to still come to grips with this thing. He still got Persona anyway. Ooh,
Plot's done.
box. What was that?
Plot's done.
We got wasabi jelly, yeah. Peach battle suit, that'll be helpful. Will it be helpful? That'll be useful. It's not for boys. Is it? Oh, there it is. It's supposed to for, nope, only for girls.
That seems helpful.
Just decreases your freaking ability to dodge, you know. Not that we freaking needed it. Yeah, we got the janitor.
Oh boy. Okay, so maybe we do 3 things.
Good work. Can you report today's progress?
This one part of the room has been dusted.
Yeah, that's the only part that matters.
No, the window. The window's important too.
Excuse me. Do you have time after school today?
Not for you.
Did something happen? No. Rather, I'd like to have a doctor examine Teddy.
A doctor?
You mean a vet?
The normal kind, actually. If you're free, I've scheduled a checkup for him after school today. A thorough physical examination might be a good first step in figuring out what Teddy is. And I thought it might be a good idea for the rest of us to get checkups as well. We should see if the fog over there or the power we've gained have had any negative effects on our health. Since you all have been active on the other side far longer than I have, you should definitely be examined.
Negative effects? Don't drop scary stuff on us like it's nothing. But yeah, I never even thought about that.
I've arranged to have Kanji-kun and Rise-san looked at as well.
Wow, you're on the ball about all this. Are you sure you're not an adult?
Her height's a big giveaway, though.
Small.
At that moment, Yosuke just said, "Yo, you short? You're not an adult." But people like this guy
Well,
again. Andy, you're
I'll
going
see you
in.
all after school.
What?
Yo, Andy, why you gotta sweat, man?
I'm not sweating. What are you guys talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Just playing this little game.
There's a little game called Gundam Battle,
No.
Mortal Kombat.
You're not in GTA anymore, Andy. You're playing Gundam.
That's why it's the same active on Steam, so it's probably on like somewhere else.
That's why.
Ah!
So,
Oh, that's fine. It's fine, guys. Hold on a second.